Right, set that up the way I want it. Okay, sound's working. Video's okay. Alright. Well, hey guys, DB Wright here, and today, as you can see, I'm going live, and welcome to the first What If Saiyan Council, where you guys who have been watching the What Ifs can come on and share your What Ifs, and we can openly discuss them here on this stream. And you guys can say hello, we can interact. Any Dragon Ball jokes you want to share, definitely let me have it. Yeah, sorry if I appeared nervous. I don't do live streams very much, but anyway, let's get straight into this. So far, no chat yet, but that's okay, no problem. I can always go through my comments for what if suggestions that people have left on my Dragon Ball what ifs and read from them, and I can openly discuss them and my opinions on those while we wait for the chat to fill up. So let's get into it. Okay, here's one from my latest Dragon Ball what if video. What if Frieza saw Bardock's potential? And I recommend you guys check it out if you haven't. I think it's going to be a pretty fun story. Maybe not so much a big story, but it's going to be a fun one, I believe. All right. Hang on. All right. Oh wow, that is a big comment. All right. Mithili Sridhar says, an ideal scenario would be for Bardock, Gine, Kakarot, Raditz, Dapper, Vegeta to master their Ozaru transformation and eventually get Super Saiyan 4. Let's say they don't immediately go and attack Frieza. Gine could tell Bardock about Kami's lookout, even if she doesn't know Kami could telepathically tell King Kai, inform all the Z fighters, including Kami, Master Roshi, Master Shen, Mercenary Tao, launch all of them to train on the lookout, and the Rosat. Rosat? Rosat. Oh, I get it. Room of Spirit and Time, the hyperbolic time chamber. That would be what that stands for, I'm pretty sure. Train in the Room of Spirit and Time for 2 days. I would see Kami removing the time limit of the Rosat and all the Saiyans, all the Z fighters training together. Eventually, they would train on King Kai's planet. Initially, King Yama wouldn't approve so many people training on King Kai's planet, but Kami and King Kai could convince them if the Z Warriors failed to protect the universe against Frieza, then all the people would die, and there would be a long queue souls in King Yama's office. So if King Yama wants less paperwork, then he will have to agree. Okay, I do like some of that. I don't know if I'd use it in this what if though, but I definitely could use some of this in maybe something else. I'm just imagining King Yama of all those souls in his office. But then again, I don't think King Yama would be too worried, because due to the fact Frieza tends to only kill when people are pretty much in his way, disobey him, or if there's a planet that's absolutely no use to him, then he might wipe out billions of people in a civilization, as in a planet. Planet Vegeta, of course, being the exception, because the Saiyan race was a genuine threat to him. Them getting stronger. How dare those filthy monkeys? But yeah, as far as saying that Frieza would wipe out the entire universe, I think King Yama would simply just laugh it off. Even if he manages to kill 10 billion, that's not going to increase the line by that much. I could process 10 billion more than you take a piss, old man. I could imagine King Yama saying something like that. Much like, I think he says something like that in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, actually, when Kami tried making a threat like that. Dragon Ball Z Abridged, classic. Anyway, And yeah, but I do like some of the ideas in that comment. All right, let's see what else we've got. All right, we have Jimmy Stetton posted a comment on this what if as well. Let's see what he has to say. Okay, he says he's got a joke for us. Um, it goes, okay, okay, I'm gonna do my Piccolo and Gohan voice for this one. Well, anyway, so Piccolo walks up to Gohan. Gohan asks, "Hey, Mr. Piccolo, what's up?" Piccolo says, "Do you want to see my new car?" "Sure, Mr. Piccolo. What kind of car is it?" Then Piccolo says, "It's a brand new Dodge!" Uh, nice. Let's see, what else do we have? Hmm. Bear with me. I'll find something. Oh, here's someone. A comment made on my "What if Gine, the mother of Goku, survived Part 3" video. Um, Mafili Sridhar again says, "Kami should have just absorbed Piccolo Jr." Yeah, I suppose, yeah, it could happen. However, I sort of find that when I when I do these what ifs, I try to stick with the knowledge and the knowledge we had at the time. And during the Piccolo Junior tournament saga in the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, we didn't know what Namekians were, nor did we know about Namekian fusion. We did know Kami and Piccolo used to be one being and that they split, but there was never any source material at the time revealing that they could rejoin if they chose to, or if Kami just simply went in for him and that. And I also think the making fusion has to be mutual. Um, I haven't seen anything that really disputes or proves that, but I think it's got to be mutual, which sort of puts a big oops. That would be my mistake there if that is the case. But then again, maybe it doesn't have to be mutual. Maybe you can grab hold of a Namekian and do the ritual without their consent. But I would assume that it would be actually a mutual thing. All right, and when I got a comment on my video when I was announcing this live chat, and that one says, and it's also Mafili Sridhar. There's a lot here by Mafili Sridhar. Looks like I might have a genuine fan after all. Anyways, let's see what this one says. Hmm. Would you do a collab with Masako X, Salad Saiyan, or Kafu's Dojo? I don't know. I've never heard of Kafu's Dojo, but I'll look them up. Um, would I collab with Masako X or Salad Saiyan? Definitely. I'm a fan of both their stuff and what they've done for the Dragon Ball community. I'm actually in the middle of watching one of Salad Saiyan's stories at the moment, the Gine Mother of Goku one. And as for collabing with Moscow X, definitely. I've been a huge fan of his. And in fact, it was pretty much his what ifs that sort of inspired me to sort of getting into doing the same thing. He basically brought back my whole love for Dragon Ball. Excuse me. He basically brought back my whole love for Dragon Ball, especially his work as Dragon Ball Z abridges Goku and Gohan and some of the other characters I think he voices on that parody show. And then one day I stumbled upon his individual channel and just fell in love with his what ifs, especially what if Raditz turned good and what if Gine went with Goku to Earth. Those are really amazing. All right, here's a comment from My mother just texted me. anyway, anyways, I'm looking at what if Vegeta was female, part 7. This is one of my other what ifs. A comment I got from there. And looks like there's a couple more from Mithili Sridhar as well. All right. This one says, I wonder if Vegeta would become a Super Saiyan 2 earlier than in the canon. Also, this is the best what if I have ever best Vegeta what if I've ever seen. Oh, thank you, Danny B version 1.0. That's really awesome to hear. Yeah, that's yeah, you've made my day with this one, and yeah, I thought this would be a pretty cool story if we change Vegeta's gender and put him in a different dir- direction. And okay, here's another one from him, same video. He says Vegeta becomes a Formula One racer, and if you watch the video, you get it because this part basically covered the 3 years of training leading up to the Android saga, where and Chi Chi makes Goku. You know how Chi Chi makes Goku and Piccolo go for their driver's license in the original anime? Well, this time Vegeta got got roped into it too, and she beat both of them in a drag race. And as it turned out, on their second chance, she was the only one who actually passed and got her license. Not that she doesn't mind driving Chi Chi around, and as long as she gets to, come over and train with Goku, she doesn't really care that she's got to drive Chi Chi around. And they actually get along pretty well. And And Philly Sridhar says, a female Vegeta would have been so cool to see. So much calm, patient, never rushes into things. More gentle and kind. Yeah, but as we know from part 1, she didn't start off that way. But yes, we definitely were able to gradually fill in that put in that change from the moment she was bested by Goku and the other remaining Dragon team that survived Nappa's rampage. Oh, here's another funny one. Same person. Ironically, Yamcha lost Bulma to female Vegeta's male counterpart, and Yamcha always would hang out at Capsule Corp. That's true. That's true. And potential spoiler there, guys, if you haven't seen the video. Yep. Vegeta in my What If Vegeta was female does hook up with Yamcha, and they have a kid named Trunks, who is future Trunks in this story, who looks suspiciously like the male counterpart Vegeta. Makes sense. They both got black hair. Huh? All right. Also, same person says stars. Tell me their name, which won't be repeated here. I don't repeat real names on streams, but they say they'll thanking me for the shout out I gave them in the video, and suggested that I should work with Toei Animation as a story writer, and that I should work alongside Akira Toriyama. Well, definitely thank you. That really makes my day, and definitely makes doing these what if stories more worth it. So thank you much. Wow. Here's another one suggesting that I resurrect Bardock, Kine, and Raditz and Nappa. I really want Raditz to marry Android 18. Nappa would marry Bluehead Marin, so that way Raditz and Nappa can get women like Vegeta. um, yeah, I might actually save that for another what if, or maybe even for a current what if that I'm currently doing. I don't know if I'd add it to the what if Vegeta was female female story because well Vegeta's already married and taken in this one and is a different gender. Uh, Okay. Mithil Sridhar asks if I'm American. No, I'm not. I'm Australian, actually. Right here on the Gold Coast. Born and raised in Brisbane. All right. Let's see what other comments I can find. Another person asking me where I am. Again, Australia. What's this one? Hmm. What if Gine wishes for her youth and marries Krillin, Roshi, or Grandpa Gohan? Heck, even Tien, Ox King, or Yamcha. Or even Master Shen. oh, oh, man. Oh, marriages with Gine marrying all of those would be hilarious concepts. Although I feel that Gine is still very much in love as far as a Saiyan is concerned with her, I guess, former husband who was murdered by Frieza, Bardock. I don't know if she'd really settle for another relationship, but they are still things to consider. And well, you never know. I might use these ideas someday. Depends if I can figure out a way to make them work. Um, but yeah, some hilarious concepts. I could imagine Roshi maybe trying to use the Dragon Balls to restore his youth to hook up with Gine. I could imagine Roshi trying to pull a stunt like that. Eternal Dragon, please restore my youth. Then he restores his youth and has all these younger voices and looks like he did when he was younger. Tries to hook up with Gine, but I think too much of Roshi's personality would just put Gine off the idea, and young Roshi would still get pounded into oblivion for trying. How about now, Gine? How about giving me a smoochy smooch? Whack! yeah. Uh, and Ox King marrying Gine, making Chi Chi and Goku half siblings. Can you just imagine Ox King going, Kakarot, come here, sit on my lap, and call me daddy. And yeah, I couldn't see Gine marrying Master Shen, mostly due to the fact that I find Master Shen is, too much of a freezer. You know, Gine would want to pound this guy's skull in constantly. So yeah, hmm. But again, Mavili Sridhar, I do love your suggestions, man, and you never know. I might find some way to make these work in the future, but right now I can't think of a way to sort of make them work. But you never know. Keep throwing your suggestions in, buddy. Uh oh. Hmm. And okay, this is where Mafili Sridhar actually suggested that female Vegeta married Yamcha, and um, and also suggested, or at least make sure female Vegeta and Goku have a relationship. But yeah, I don't think Goku would leave Chi Chi. Just you know, he's married to her, and Goku is somewhat honorable. And I admit, when Goku and Vegeta fought on Earth, and during their training and time together in space after Namek, they had formed quite a huge bond, similar to those that male and female Saiyans do get after exchanging blows with one another. And was she falling in love with Goku? Yeah, maybe, but she's not the kind of person who wants to get between Goku and Chi Chi, even though she pretty much hangs out with him all the time and trains with him all the time. And I got something really cool in the works for the future What If. You'll have to wait and see. And well, well, after living in Capsule Court with Bulma and meeting Yamcha a few times, and making fun of him at first for being the only one to be killed by a Cyberman, referring him as the Raditz of their group. Because you gotta remember, in part one of What If Vegeta was female, Vegeta was very flirty with Raditz, and she liked making fun of him every time she had to protect him. Every time Raditz was at the same time trying to impress her, and ultimately his cautious nature getting the better of him, and him not getting any stronger and all that. But Vegeta did have a bit of a liking to Raditz, and pretty much being due to a lack of options, her only other option being Nappa. And well, with that, and with that, basically, Yamcha just reminded her so much of Raditz, it was funny, and she enjoyed sort of torturing him a little bit, and well, that led to them forming quite the relationship and led to their coupling and this version of Future Trunks being born. And it was actually thanks to Mithili Sridhar that I actually went with that, because it just got me thinking, yes, that actually would work if we consider her earlier sort of relationship with Raditz. And here's Mithili Sridhar suggesting, asking if I knew Clockwork Highlander and that we should do a collab. And yes, I do. He does all sorts of different what ifs, and I think he has his channel is almost as small as mine. So yeah, I wouldn't mind collabing with him. That actually might help us both out. But ultimately, I'm here making these for fun. I really enjoy doing these. Okay, bear with me, looking for some more comments. Oh, here's a new one. Comment on my what if albino Namekians were canon, part 1 of 2. Albino Namekians were Namekians created as a joke in Team Full Star's Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Oh wait, there's another comment down here. Jimmy Staten saying, "Kill it like the rest." Super Kami Guru. Okay, and this other one up here, Stephen Quinn, or is it Stephen? I think it's Stefan. What if Piccolo's brothers survived? Symbol manages to hold his own against Yajirobe and only lose a foot. King Piccolo sends Tambourine to save his brother, and Goku's fight with him plays out as normal, except Tambourine survives the Kamehameha but severely injured. Symbol grabs his brother and flies to their father, who still fights Goku as per normal. Everything happens as normal except with Symbol and Tambourine watching on. Drum is still born because Tambourine is still healing, and Symbol is too weak in comparison. Hang on, lost my place here, sorry. Too weak in comparison to Tien, and the story stays the same until Goku kicks Drum's eyes out, but doesn't kill him. King Piccolo sends Symbol, Tambourine, Drum, and Piano away, saying he'll find them once he destroys this runt. I'll quote Piccolo, "I'll find you once I destroy this runt." They go and take over a random house where they watch the documentary on how Goku killed King Piccolo, shocking all of them. Piano takes charge as the oldest, while the Tambourine, Symbol, and Drum train for vengeance. Tambourine and Drum become the strongest, since Symbol is also a gatherer of resources. Now fully healed, Tambourine enters the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, finding plenty of things. A grown-up Goku, some of the martial artists Tambourine killed, somehow alive, and their father now seeking revenge and catching up with their apparent little brother. How will the mutated Namekians fare in the rest of the series? And that's actually a pretty good suggestion, I think. Who's this again? Stephen Quinn. I'll actually I think I'll actually do a what if on this. This actually, just reading this, this seems actually pretty cool. This actually might make a pretty cool series. And it'd be interesting to see how many of the former King Piccolo's minions, how far they actually get in the tournament. Kill it like the rest. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Yeah, another comment from Danny B version 1.0. Maybe Vegeta would have admired Yamcha risking his life in the gravity chamber to train and they get together. I actually used that suggestion in the what if. That was sort of their common ground and first sort of friendly meeting. Um, I had Yamcha sort of training in the 100 times gravity when Vegeta sort of walks in watching him and was kind of impressed with Yamcha that he actually managed to crawl up to the machine and switch it off. And Yamcha was sort of like, huh? How long have you been standing there? Oh, long enough. And you didn't think to help me? Nah, I was kind of enjoying watching you being squashed like an insect. And it sort of just went in there. So you're kind of like the rabbits of their group. And it what started off as them seemingly to be like enemies, it turned into a bit of flirting, and yeah, they ended up hooking up, and yeah. Mm. Okay, and the Philly Streetheart says, "What if all the Dragon Clan fused into Dende?" um, I'm not sure how that would work. Namekian with Namekian fusion. I suppose if you learnt the fusion dance, but I don't think you could do fusion with a bunch of different people all at the same time. Um, yeah. I suppose if you got a hands on a lot of Patara earrings, you could probably do it. But I suppose every time you took one off, no, I don't think Patara fusion diffuses like that if you take off the earring. But them not being Kaiser has a time limit anyway. But yeah, Namekian fusion, I'm pretty sure only works with Namekians. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hmm. Maybe if they maybe use the Dragon Balls to somehow make it that Namekians confused with any race they want. But I don't see why they would, because that would corrupt, what Namekians are all about, which is not on. You got to sort of respect the whole thing. I see Vegeta criminal Yamcha. Um, oh, oh, I didn't see that comment because I might have actually done that. A future Gohan or Trunks, please make them female. I could have done that in that what if. Sorry, Mafili. I didn't see that comment. I might have went with that. I might have went with that road. Huh. And there he is, sort of upsetly saying why when I finished the what if. Oh, oh well. Well, I'll save that for another what if, I promise. And here's Jimmy Stetton saying, this is with What If Vegeta Was Female Part 4, saying, good stuff as always. I like how you make a small change such as making Vegeta a woman and still keeping it as close to the story without deviating from it too much. Makes me feel like I'm watching the anime from a different perspective. And thank you, that is kind of what I was going for. Philly Sridhar suggested, wouldn't Guru awaken Piccolo's potential before fusing with Nail? Hmm. I know I didn't say that happen, and yes, yes, I will correct that, and that yes, he could have, but ultimately, it still wouldn't have made much difference battling the likes of Frieza. At least I don't think so. I mean, he might be able to keep up with Frieza until he gets to his third form, or but after, I mean, not third form, final form. Once Frieza hits his final form, yeah, Piccolo really wouldn't stand much a chance. And you gotta remember, Frieza was in his final form right from the start. And yep, I am sort of going through these. I'm not going through these comments in order. Well, I'm going in sort of a reverse order, so some of these are repeats. And here's Mafili Sridhar begging me not to kill Vegeta. Don't worry, I wasn't going to. Nor do I still have any intentions on killing off our Vegeta. I'm enjoying this Vegeta. Hmm. All right. Here's another one from What If Vegeta Was Female Part 2. Uh, Same person. But Philly Shredder says, highly unlikely does Piccolo get a romantic love interest. I know Namekians are bisexual, but it's unfair. Let's say Piccolo marries Vegeta. Oh, I think the thought of Piccolo marrying Vegeta would disgust him, just due to the fact that you know, Vegeta's a Saiyan and kind of had a hand in killing him on Earth. Yeah, probably not the best way to start a relationship. And well, and these other comments are just spam. Right, moving on. All right, here's one, and this is one I haven't done in a while. I should do another part to this. This is from What If Kami Restored His Youth, and Philly's suggesting that I don't fuse Kami with Piccolo, and that Piccolo and Kami wish to be one fourth Saiyan. One fourth Piccolo, also Kami and Piccolo would use the Dragon Balls to know about any other forms of fusion dance, and Patara, please. Yeah, I couldn't see Piccolo and Kami sort of doing that though, using Dragon Balls to make themselves one fourth Saiyan or even a smidge Saiyan, especially if it wrecks the use of the Dragon Balls and puts everyone in danger, sort of thing. However, Piccolo could do that by himself, but yeah, if it happened to Kami as well, yeah, I don't think it works. And I'm pretty sure the two, with Piccolo and Kami split, they're still technically two individuals. So I think if one of them used the Dragon Balls on themselves, it wouldn't affect the other. I haven't seen any research or anything like that that actually disputes that. And here's another one continuing, saying, let's say Kami remains the base for the fusion, or maybe even Guru Kami fuses into Guru. On top of that, Guru wishes for his youth also. All right, that's about as far back as the comments go here. I can't bring it back any further. Less maybe if I go to my videos directly. Which yes I can do that. Here we let's here we are. Let's check out this one. This is the most popular what if video I've done. From what if Chi Chi became a Saiyan? Well, I'll just pause that for a second. We want the comments. 20 comments. Wow. What if Gine and All Might was the parents of Deku? Okay, those are actually I know of Gine, but I actually don't know All Might or Deku. So that's something I'm gonna have to look up and research. No problem. Uh, Here's a comment from Rozeko Drukata. Just found your channel. I like little channels like this. They feel less, I don't know, arrogant, more responsive, more genuine. Oh well, thank you. Yeah, and here's coming from Eric Smith asking me to in future write a script and collect myself, and he says the concepts are good but my flow isn't, and yeah, I can somewhat agree with that, but a lot of times unfortunately when I follow off a script I do even worse, at least in some cases, and yeah, sometimes sometimes I'm better off just going with it as I tell. And here's some comments by Parker Smith. Parker Smith says, I think the reason Goku got stronger when his tail grew back is because that part of him was then healed and therefore he got a Zenkai. Yeah, that's very possible. I would somewhat agree. That's probably how he suddenly got stronger when his tail grew back and able to break the merry-go-round gum. And well, and yeah, and well, yeah, and as for Chi Chi became a Saiyan in this what if by accidentally wishing it on the Dragon Balls. She wanted to understand her husband, and rather than asking to understand her husband, she accidentally slipped out and said, "I want to be like my husband." And because of that, she became a Saiyan. A tail sprouted, and just like that, Chi Chi was a Saiyan, which made her hunger for training and combat a lot more Saiyan-like. And well, Xylo Spring says, I can see a huge strain down there, co- just that just causes her pain until the tail breaks through. And yeah, definitely, ouch. And all that pain could have been avoided if she hadn't misquoted her wish. And Xylo Spring is telling me that there's actually a fanfic out there where Bulma did the same thing apparently. And Bulma did the same, and I could feel her scream. Oh wow! I always wonder if this has a psychological effect. Sure, more like Goku, but how about an effect slowly on the mind in her own way, like Chi Chi being also affected by the Saiyan side of her? Now I'm laughing, the entire house probably calms down. Well, that's exactly what I did. Chi Chi's personality was altered because of her suddenly being a Saiyan. She was more hungry for battle and more enthusiastic about Gohan training with his dad and her joining in the fray too. And they all became stronger together. The three of them actually managed to defeat Raditz without any of them dying during the whole Saiyan arc. All right. Um, okay. Let's see if there are any comments on this one. Okay, son. Be a good. Here we are. Just a comment saying nice video, make more. That's from what if Cell Junior turned good, which I got to continue that because we're in Dragon Ball Super territory with that one. Um, here we are. First, what if I did on this channel? And this was back when I was using my lousy webcam laptop. It was really worn out and making noisy buzzes. And I was like, ugh. Here's Reed 9000 saying, legit though, I loved that Freezer impression. That makes my day. I do pride myself on doing a good Freezer. What do you think, monkeys? Do I sound like a good Freezer? And this one by Legend Pro Sawandi? Salwandi? Something like that. Bro, this is really good, but it's just that noise in the background. And yeah, and luckily, since after that comment was posted, I got a new camera. Don't have to put up with that annoying buzzing anymore. And Danny B version 1.0 saying, imagine them all shouting monkey power before blasting him. Now, this what if was from What If Bardock Stopped Lord Frieza, where I had, rather than Bardock go to Planet Vegeta and screaming to those guys in the turban, oh, Frieza is coming! Frieza! Frieza! He's gonna kill Zol! Oh no! Instead of doing that, he simply. And he did have his crew members with him in this what if. They survived. Tora, Thasha, Shugesh, and Borgos. They actually survived in that what if. And they, heeding Bardock's warning, instead of doing that, they simply, Bardock telling Gine the truth, and then from there, they basically go to the royal palace and try to convince King Vegeta that Frieza's about to blow up the planet. So we sort of combined Dragon Ball Minus with the Bardock TV special in that story, and basically, a whole fight went between Bardock and King Vegeta, while Bardock's crew had a battle with King Vegeta's royal guard. Ultimately, Queen Cassava breaking up the battle and decided it's probably best we hear Bardock out. After all, he's pretty well respected in the Saiyan community, despite first being a low-class soldier, but he had managed to prove himself on the battlefield time and time again. And well, Bardock, who did retain his foresight from the Canassans, was able to verify that Frieza was indeed going to attack planet Vegeta, and well, with them saying simply turning on their scouters, detecting that yes, Frieza's ship is indeed in orbit, and there's a bunch of soldiers with him as well. They knew then Bardock was lying, so under the orders of the king, all Saiyans on Earth gathered in the main city, I guess you could say. Although I think the Saiyans pretty much live in the same area anyway. I'm not too sure about that. We've never really seen the complete whole picture of Planet Vegeta. Anyways, and with Bardock powering up a energy ball, throwing it up into the air, all the Saiyans transformed into their Ozaru Grade 8 forms, and they all together blasted Frieza, which is why um, Danny version 1.0 say, imagine them all shouting monkey power before blasting him. Oh, that'll be hilarious. Monkey power! Did it again. And yeah. Here's the conclusion I did for what if King Piccolo won. There's a long comment here. They'd be able to wish back the whole group that King Piccolo killed since Krillin and Roshi had been dead for over a year, although it doesn't really matter since Kami and King Piccolo are dead. Anyway. Yeah, I did I actually had this idea of doing two endings for that story. I went with a different ending in the comic book version. And well, in the end of the What If, Raditz actually completely destroyed King Piccolo, and he didn't get a chance to spit out egg and give birth to Junior. I sort of didn't want that to happen because I didn't want this series to sort of drag out a Saiyan saga and then Frieza. It was best just to have Raditz defeat him in his Grade 8 form and end it there as sort of like a natural ending point. And although with the comic book version I did of it later, I had that Kami was actually released. No, wait. Sorry, that was wrong. No, that was wrong. I did keep the ending the same. Forget what I said. I guess I was only considering it when I thought I did it, but I didn't. But yeah. But I did have this idea of say that he didn't kill King Piccolo completely and he spat out his egg and Kami was released from the bottle. I was gonna have the dragon bring back everyone, including Goku, who had been killed like 10 years before that. And some people suggested that wouldn't work because they've been dead over a year. Roshi and all that have been dead for over a year. However, it actually I actually felt that it would work if Kami and everyone with him simply gave more power to the Eternal Dragon, giving up some of their energy so the dragon would have enough power to grant the wish. After all, Bulma had quite a few of those capsules went in there. Yeah, sort of lying and waiting. But yeah, maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. Maybe I should have done that, but I didn't. Hmm. All right, let's have a look. Let's see here. Ooh, no comments on this one.
King Vegeta, I can see the future.
Oop.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't think my earlier What Ifs really got many comments. Here we go. Let's look at What If Frieza conquered Kanasa,
No.
which is what my novelization that I did on the other live chat 5 or 6 days ago is based from. And I'll be doing another live readout pretty soon. Just some comment from Vegan Life Change telling me to go. as in go DB Rye, and Metal Arms 38 saying love my videos, love your videos. That's very nice of them. All right. Hmm.
Okay, son.
Oh, we already looked at that one.
Hello, my name is.
All right. Oh, none in here. Huh. Well, guys, I think I may have run out of comments. So I think this actually is going to be where I say goodbye. And it's a shame we didn't get many people jumping on the chat, or unless I'm missing something. I might have to investigate that further. But thank you to the to anyone who may or may not have joined the live stream, and thank you for the time. It was still fun doing this video regardless and reading out these comments. And this video will be archived, so people can always just come and check it out later. And well, hopefully I'll see you guys again for another live stream and do another What If Saiyan Council, and hopefully we get a bit more people participating next time. And hopefully by then, even if they don't, hopefully by then I'll have some new comments to read out regardless. Other than that, I'm also thinking of doing a fan art series for YouTube, on YouTube. Like, whenever my fans send me what ifs from their favorite what ifs that I do on this channel, and I look at them and discuss them in a video. So if anyone's interested in submitting a piece, you can simply follow me on Twitter, send a tweet with the hashtag DBRyArt, hashtag DBRy, all small letters, art, no spaces. And I should be able to find whatever fan art submitted, and we can have a look at those and discuss those, what I like about the drawings and the concepts you guys come up with. Definitely. All right. Well, this is where I'm going to be saying goodbye now, and I will see you guys again for another stream in the future. And keep your eyes open when I do yet another reading of What If Frieza Conquered Kanasa, the novel, chapters 8 and so on, which I'm still in the middle of typing at the moment. All right, I'll see you then. Catch you later, and keep an eye out today. There'll be another installment of What If Vegeta Was Female coming later today. All right, catch you later, everyone. Have a good one. Thank you for joining me.